Yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, so now what's going to happen? And there's others that are like, yeah, we absolutely have to do this. Just come back.
Why? What happened? Good stuff or bad stuff? Had the who?
We had the police here.
Really? What happened?
We had this lady show up with a megaphone and a mask.
Yeah.
And she was in the middle of the intersection and she was freaking out on all of us. And everyone was getting riled up. And I'm like, everyone off the sidewalk, back to the back, back to the back. And then she was so triggered. I'm like, you call the police, tell them we have someone in the middle of the intersection.
Gone mass crazy.
And so the police came, and then she was so triggered, we all started just saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's never been justice for all! And she started flipping us all off. And then she started freaking out, so we just kept repeating it, and she kept getting more and more upset. And then the police came, and they made her leave. You missed it!
And I missed it. How long ago was that?
The beginning.
Oh, so it starts at 4 now. That's
We moved it up, yeah.
Okay.
People wanted to be here for the 5 o'clock. Well, and I knew it would be bigger because of Biden last night.
Oh, because I heard my brother now has
You
to
didn't
quit.
watch it?
No, I don't. I
You
try to stay
gotta
out of
watch
DC
it. Do you know what he
politics.
said? He said,
No.
I need to protect the vaccinated from the unvaccinated. He said, I need, my priority is to protect the vaccinated from the unvaccinated. I'm like, okay, Nazi Germany, here we come.
My
You
brother,
have
he
to
works
listen to
he works for the Sikorsky helicopter, but all the federal contracts, that's it.
No, it's everybody with over 100 employees.
Oh!
Every
I thought it was contract
business.
related.
No,
Oh,
every business that has over 100 employees now has to have theirs, or their $14,000 a month fine. You have to go listen to it.
I will.
It's over the top.
Thank you. Yeah, that's crazy.
So I got all day.
It's going to get crazy.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, good. Thank you for doing this.
Freedom! You're still here! Freedom!
Here, let me meet you.
That doesn't make any sense.
Hi, Mom!
I know. We have a friend that's in the group.
Hey!
We are, but it starts with a spark, and that's it.
Kind of angry about that.
I know, right?
That wasn't.
We're talking about support. That's what we need, support.
Okay, I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, no.
You have anything to add this week?
Anything to add?
We've done some highlights. And
Well,
some
the turnout this week is phenomenal. It's been growing every week, and I can't wait to come next week because it's even going to be more people. I think people are catching on, and it's just going to snowball because people don't like their rights taken away, and they're going to get fed up, and they're sick of saying nothing. And this is the outcome. The silent majority is finally opening up. We have to have that to continue our freedom and get it back. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not a joke.
Anybody want to say why they came or no? No. Okay. So yes, no. Want to say why you came? Do you want to interview for the? No.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Do you guys want to say why you came or talk about your signs or anything? Do you want to say why you came? I know I already interviewed you previously, but anything different? Anything new?
Oh, no, just carrying on. Same purpose. Same reason, still here.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming down again.
Thank you.
Think that's a no?
No, I got to hold off a little bit longer, but I'm getting fired.
All right, you're
Might
close.
catch me the next time because I might
Okay.
be fired next time.
Firing up. Fired up. Do you want to say why you came? Talk about your sign? Or?
We are in America. We're not in Nazi Germany. At this point, we're at the conditional stage right now. This is approximately 1938 Germany, and Joe Biden would have worked out very well back in those days. It is about freedom, Joe.
Coming out.
We're one generation away from losing our freedom. Always.
You guys want to say why you came? Talk about your signs?
We're
He does my talk.
We're at a crossroads. We're at a crossroads now after Biden's speech last night, when he said that the vaccinated workers needed to be protected from unvaccinated workers. That tells it all.
Where does it go from here?
That's it. Gotta stand.
Thank you for coming.
So there's only one or two reasons why that would be. One of them is
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt. Does anybody want to say why they came tonight? I put it on Rumble. Put it in a big video each week.
we
I
came,
think, yes, I'm going to lose my job after almost 27 years because I will not get the vaccine. Right there across the street, Concord Hospital. And we're short-staffed as it is, and I'm not the only one.
Do you guys know a lot of being nurses? Do you know a lot of people that have actually been injured? Or is it more just anecdotal? Or I mean, are you allowed to talk about it?
Probably not, but I've seen a lot.
Thank you for coming.
we offer protection for whistleblowers.
Does anybody else want to say why they came? Talk about their signs? Or?
Well, I came. I'm a veteran. I volunteered back in '75. I didn't go to Nam, but I volunteered when the war was still active, and I'm just passionate about our country and freedom. It's all about freedom. Freedom matters. It's not just the vaccine. It's bigger than that. It's a control thing. You know what I mean? And so that's what I'm here campaigning for. And I feel horrible about the forcing of the, mandating vaccines is wrong. We're not even talking about a vaccine that's been tested or been out for 4, 5, 6 years to
that's effective? I mean, even if it did something to be honest.
Well, they blew that argument now.
Yeah.
I mean, you not only can get it, you can share it after you've got all the vaccines they're offering.
Yeah.
And they keep changing the vaccines too, and that's not talked about. The initial vaccines that came out, they're adding a lot more to it now. They're still playing. It's like a Russian roulette thing. So
A Russian lab experiment gone wrong.
yeah,
That's really,
it
just
is.
sounds
And
like
they're
one
trying
guy
to
just
correct
like,
it.
ooh.
They're trying to correct it all the time, but no, that's why I'm here, to take a stand. And kind of embarrassed there's not 5,000 people here, especially all your veterans. That's sad.
But everything big starts small. So that's how I look at it. I've been here the last 4 weeks. I think this is the 4th week, and it's
Growing.
it's growing.
Yeah.
I think also it comes down to pressure at the local level.
Yep.
The best thing I've heard is forget the DC area code, which is like 207. But
Yep.
but really, you got to just step away from the idea of, oh, my federal rep's going to give it. No, he's not. But the guy in your town, who's your state rep, you can really harass him pretty well.
Yeah.
Because that's what it comes down to. At this stage, I think it's harassment. You got to. What are you doing? What are you
Well,
doing?
that's what we'll have to do next, is start visiting people's houses and getting them uncomfortable, but doing a legal protest right in front of their house.
Yeah, you're supposed to represent us. If you don't want to listen, I don't see how that's wrong. I know some people say it's, but you're not doing what
No,
you're supposed to be
it's
doing.
not wrong. We're
Get off
trying
your
to
ass and
avoid a
resign.
revolution or a gunfight, but it's forcing down to, because ain't nobody going to be putting no needles in me
Yeah, but
unless I've been taken by surprise real well.
Against your will. Against your will.
I'll have an empty gun after it happens.
If the vaccine worked, people would take it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Free market
The
solution.
logic is there.
Yeah.
All logic is there,
Yeah.
And I'm here just because it's the last stand. I really can't put my thoughts together, but this is it, and I'm here to survive. You know, keep living, because I just don't think if no one stands up, that's it. We just get, you know.
You get pushed around and things just keep happening.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are afraid to. A lot of people are afraid to stand up. I was, you know. You can do it from the shadows of your home, but it doesn't do any good.
1,000 keyboard warriors is really only equal to what? Half a real person.
Yeah,
it's just,
And I don't want to control anybody's life. I have no desire to. But it just shocks me that there's so many people that don't want me to leave my driveway, or don't want, you know, that is insane. You know, where's the logic in it? Where's the logic? They're protected, they're fine. Or are they not? What is it? Where's the logic?
They don't even believe it works.
that's the thing.
They don't know what they
Because
believe.
they're still
It's all a
scared
big
and
confidence game.
They're
Right.
full of
I don't
fear.
believe. You have to believe.
Right. You don't even believe. You're trying to make me
And I don't-
believe to convince yourself to believe.
And I'm tired of the us and them. It's all of us. It's just us.
Yep.
You know, there is no us and them.
Yep.
We're all the same. I tried to think of a sign tonight that would reach out to people that wanted to flip me off,
Yeah.
and maybe convince them that, you know, I have
Not
a brain
convince them,
too.
but have them stop
And I
and
think
a
for
minute.
myself,
Yeah.
and I'm not out to hurt anybody or change anybody's decision other than them asking me to live how they want me to live. That's the ugliest, you know, that's not in our DNA.
But it's
That
also
is
as they're
ugly.
leaving McDonald's and with the carton of cigarettes too. A lot of times these people are so, they trash their bodies, and then
Yeah.
you know that's
Right.
the thing. It's like,
Right.
Yeah.
you can only ride that car so hard, and or just
But we don't mind if they smoke.
Right.
I do not
I
mind
don't
if
want to
anybody
bring
wears.
it in. That's
Yeah.
reasonable request, but if they want to smoke, they can smoke. If they want to drink, they can drink.
Freedom of choice for
Yeah,
everything, you know.
exactly.
I don't want to tell anybody they can't wear a mask, or can't go out in public, or can't do anything, or can't do something inside their own home. It's not right. It's not right. And I never thought, this is the first protest I've ever been at, never
Yeah.
thought I'd be at one.
No kidding.
Ever.
Huh?
Because
Never.
I'm not into
Me
protests.
either.
I'm
Nope.
just done sitting on the sidelines, because it's BS, and I'm not ashamed of how I feel. You know, a little bit, because I've got family that looks at me differently now, but that's on them. It's not on me. I will always love my family. I'll always be there for them. I'll always be there for my friends and even my enemies, but that's it. You know, that's on them. You know, so
2020
That's it.
hindsight, we're not going to be able to say, I wish we were there, because we all were.
Right.
You know? We tried.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
Does anybody else want to say where they came? Talk about their sign? Okay.
I'm a state rep, I'm a freshman, and I'm here tonight because of freedom. It goes beyond the vaccines. I'm here for freedom because the silent majority in this state have either got to wake up or we're going to lose, live free or die, because it's going down the tube.
Where do you represent? What's the town?
Andover, Danbury, and Salisbury.
All right. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to say where they came? Talk about their signs.
I just lost my job today.
You lost your job.
Yep, I work for Catholic Charities.
over 100 years.
Yeah.
No vax,
Slowly.
no job.
So you've officially been fired.
He flip-flopped right off on the
No,
first
I had to
post,
resign.
and, I don't know about Amy.
Yep, I had to resign.
There.
Or they keep my PTO.
Robert.
Okay, PTO
Paid time off. Time I've earned. Yep, if I didn't resign, and then I had to, I'd go in front of their committee, and I had to
5-4 this side.
defend myself
Sad.
or my moral feelings and my moral obligations to this vaccine.
When they,
And in the end, they
I think
voted
that they actually do probably get a hold of
to
it.
not honor that for me. And today was my last day. I'm not allowed in the building on Monday unless I have a vaccine in my arm.
That'll blow them away.
Have you been to the Labor Department?
I've consulted a lawyer, I had
I
an
would.
unemployment
I
lawyer.
would
I got
definitely
nothing. Catholic
consult.
Charities is untouchable. They are like, they can do whatever they want. I have no suit against them.
Are they funded by the state or the feds?
Yep.
So I don't understand how we don't have access to things that we fund. That is some.
Yep, my tax dollars, I just funded myself out of a job.
Yeah, it's like we give you money, but then what? No, we have a say.
People who choose not to work in
I'm
life.
glad you got
Or I don't want to fund it. You want want to talk about why you came or signed? Do you want to talk about why you came or you signed? Okay. Anybody want to say why they came? Or
Just came to stand up for freedom. Tired of what's happening in this country right now. It's just awful. And we heard the story about this poor nurse, and we feel it's not right. And so we're just here to support people that want freedom.
Did you hear the lady right there talking a second ago?
No.
She got fired today from the Catholic Charities.
Unbelievable.
Well, actually, they forced her to resign, otherwise she would lose her paid time off. I never figured out because they know if they fire you, you could sue them.
Right.
So the game is how do we essentially bribe yourself to
to quit. I know. It's awful. The things that they do pushing down on us is not right. This is not the country I grew up in.
Sad. I thought New Hampshire was going to go a little harder. Like,
I hope too. Live free or die is kind of in this state not as much as we hope.
It's going to become much of a joke as. What is it? Massachusetts is a Constitution state, isn't that what it's?
No, that's Connecticut. It's a Constitution state.
What is Massachusetts? Oh, Spirit of America. That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Anybody want to say where they came? Talk about their signs, or
sure. Go ahead. We are from New Jersey. Nice. Came here to support freedom.
You drove all the way up here for this?
I mean, other things, but this too mainly.
Nice, very nice. Okay. I'm from Long Island, so
awesome.
Initially, and now I moved up here.
Yeah,
but
I'm planning to move. You know,
okay.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Free State Project?
We are part of that, actually.
Okay, good. No, it'll help you find a job and all that housing and stuff. So, all right. Well, thanks for coming up. When are you heading back down?
Sunday.
Okay. How do you like it up here? This first time, or?
No, we've been coming here.
Okay.
We love it.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? I mean, all right, thank you. Do you want to say why you came? We'll talk about your son.
No, I live in Mass. I live in Mass, but I work in New Hampshire, and I saw what's her name, Kat. I saw her on video, and I thought
Terese. Yes.
I saw Terese, and I said, "Oh, I need to go." So I asked my brother to come along with me, and I also want to say that that Boston has a rally on September 26th in front of the Freedom Rally.
Yeah, we'll be there
on September 26th at
Where?
1 o'clock in front of the
State House.
Okay.
Very
Is there
important.
one on the 17th?
No, this is on the 26th, the Boston Broadside.
It's sponsoring, yes. So it's going to be big. They're going to have a lot of speakers.
I haven't been to Boston since I was a kid with the big date, but there's so many crazy laws down there. Just like,
It's very important, so we all need to be there.
Try to shoot down there. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll say something.
Sure.
I'm from Northwood.
I'm gonna try to just cut it.
I'm from Northwood. I'm here fighting for everybody's freedom. Stand behind me for America, land of the free, home of the brave, and constitutional rights that this tyranny of a president is trying to push down our throats. Screw you, Biden.
Agreed.
I have to say though, when you get down to it, let's be honest here. Sununu is pushing it along just at the same speed. He could put his foot down and say, "Listen, beat it."
They all
That's
care,
right.
but you know
We
what?
agree
When
with
he
that,
slaps the
totally.
desk last night, get vaccinated and go frig yourself.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But I think at that point, I mean, I just, the governor's supposed to step up, or even your county delegate or sheriff or somebody, just get off your ass.
Right?
Yeah, protect my granddaughter.
Agreed.
Too.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And little kids in the future. Have a future in this country.
No doubt. My daughter works in healthcare as well, and they're trying to mandate against her. And I don't know. She doesn't want to take it.
No, she shouldn't have to.
My brother lost his job. Well, he's going to. He works for Sikorsky down in Texas. So, but he did a tour overseas in Iraq. He did, you know what I mean? He's like one of them guys. Did Coast Guard time. So now they're just saying.
Yeah.
Where's that going up on?
Rumble. The New Hampshire Resistance is the channel. Because Rumble's kind of new. You can actually get good stuff on there still. So, and they don't. The first video I put on YouTube for this rally was taken off because some guy mentioned ivermectin.
Right.
Any alternative cures, bam! It is that like. That's why there's so much to this that is just not. People don't realize the full picture. It's like, yeah, but what is the issue about talking about something that cures? Like,
There's no money in it. It's big pharma.
Him and
No money in it.
I ended up. We got sick with COVID the end of April, beginning of May. I ended up in the hospital for 5 days, and I was very close. Surprised they didn't put me on a respirator, a ventilator. I was really, really sick. But what makes you so mad is they're not telling you about the antibody
therapies that you could be taking. They tell you to go home and quarantine, and then you're sitting in your house, and that's what I did. I sat in my house for 9 days, got sicker and sicker until my oxygen levels were down to about 87%, and finally, you know, my sister is in the medical field, and she's like begging me, Dolly, call your doctor, call your doctor, call your doctor, and I called her, and she was like, you know what, your oxygen levels are too low. We can't even do the antibody therapy. You need to go to the hospital. So they don't tell anybody this. They just tell you, go home and quarantine, and you're just getting, right, they don't, it's ridiculous.
Trace jab.
I just love to see, I love to be a fly on the wall at the meeting which that was discussed, telling all the little cyber cops to do, like, how do they justify that to the employees there?
Right.
You know, we're saving lives. People are dying from it. Where? Where's your?
Right.
Who cares if somebody chews on a maple branch or, like, you know what I mean? If somebody mentions something dumb, it's like,
right.
I mean, people drink antifreeze all the time. You know, we don't stop that. So
I wish they put half this of it towards fighting cancer. Right?
Or if they ever needed to use it.
Freedom of choice, brother. I support your freedom to choose, which is protected by the Constitution. Without freedom of choice, we got nothing. Our country's done for. That's why we all need to stand up for freedom right now. We can't retreat anymore. The line in the sand.
when did you get active with this? Or is this recent, or just since the masks, or?
Yeah, I mean, you got to see it for what it is, man. The news is lying. The news isn't telling the truth. The news works for the big guys. The news is all owned by the elite, by the corporate elite, the same people who own all our corrupt politicians. And they got an agenda, and they're trying to force it on us, and we don't comply, we don't consent. We're not going for it. We're not going to be Australia. Look at what they're doing to Australia right now. They're putting them in concentration camps in Australia, in New Zealand. It's coming to France. They're trying in England. It's coming. This is worldwide. This is the real Build Back Better that they're talking about. That's their agenda. It's the New World Order agenda. And we don't comply. We're going to push back. And it's now or never.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, thank you. God bless you.
You too.
Betty, how dirty are you? Betty?
I love your sign. Do you do tap dance? Please, how old are you? Do you tap dance?
Hey, do you guys want to talk about your signs, why you came? I put it on Rumble. I put a video out every week. Do you want to say a couple words, or why you here, or you good?
Sure. Well, for me, this is about the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment says that no one in the United States may have their person seized, or their property seized, or their information seized, unless they are suspected of a crime that pertains to them individually. And so, not only has Biden violated the Fourth Amendment, but he has also violated the Nuremberg Code. The legacy of Nazi Germany was that the Nuremberg trials permitted us to have worldwide right, that experimental medical treatments based on fraud shall never be imposed around the world. So unfortunately, Biden is probably going to have to be tried, or people like him are going to have to be tried by a similar court to the Nuremberg court because of this.
Thank you. Obviously, some people are holding on to the whole vaccine stories, but it's amazing, man. It really is. Thank you for coming down, though.
Thank you. Thank you for filming us.
Do you guys want to say you came, or?
I appreciate it.
Good.
Okay. I'll get a picture.
Right?
Yeah, right.
There we go.
Who were you on Tumblr? You're
Rumble?
handle. Oh, Rumble, sorry.
That's fine. New Hampshire, the New Hampshire Resistance.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
Awesome.
all right,
Got that
thank you.
game. So, thank you, nobody got it. Do you want to say why you came or talk about your son or anything? Okay. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We roll around the ground. You have fun today?
They're in the tent.
And both my babies under there?
Yes, both of them in here.
Thank you.
They get a little chilly.
I have sweatshirts for them. You guys want your sweatshirts?
Oh yeah, you got sweatshirts. Isn't it awesome?